Today, I'm going to be a relationship coach. I want to give you guys unsolicited romantic advice that nobody asked for. Nobody asked, but am I going to give it to you guys anyways? Absolutely. I am. Before I start, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to see more of me, which I get it, follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. All of the links will be linked down in the description below. Let's get on with the video. Story number 1. This was posted on the r/dating subreddit, and this was posted 16 days ago. The title is, Should I Leave Him? I, 24 female, and my 32-year-old boyfriend recently had our first argument. Our birthdays are 6 days apart. During his birthday, I tried to plan a dinner, but he said no, and we had lunch instead. I got him a gift, but I noticed the gift sent this gift hamper. I'm like literally having a stroke reading this. Okay, I got him a gift, but I noticed the gift sent this gift hamper. I think she made a typo. Like, I'm guessing she noticed like another gift for him in his gift hamper. I don't know what that is. She noticed another gift, basically. He said it was from his friend, so I didn't ask any more questions. Well, fast forward to last week, that is 2 weeks after his birthday, I went to his house because it was a weekend, and while he was in the bathroom, I found a toenail in the bedroom. It brought up a lot of suspicion because his cleaning lady was supposed to come over the next day, so he can't say it's hers. Even if the cleaning lady did come, why would she just leave her toenail there? So I started looking around and I found a birthday card in his wallet which read, "You make my life so much easier. I love you, babe," with the girl's name signed in a heart. Oop. So obviously I confronted him and he said he had no clue on how the nail got in his house. That's suspicious. And that the card was from a friend, but he won't tell me anything about the friend. I honestly tried to let it go, but it kept eating at me. So one day later, I brought it up to him and tried to explain how such situation can be perceived, and that I wasn't saying he was cheating, but I needed clarifications on who the writer of the card was. Instead of talking it out, he told me he wanted to sleep and ended the conversation. You see, this is when we have a problem. I'm asking for clarification. I'm asking for me to have a peace of mind, and you want to go to bed. He went on to act coldly towards me and pretty much ignore me the whole day. When he finally talked to me, he manipulated me into apologizing for not trusting him and snooping around his stuff. I love him and it's our first fight, and I'm starting to doubt myself. Was I wrong for snooping around and finding the card? Note, I didn't make a scene when I confronted him, and the only reason I brought it up again is because I believe that issue shouldn't be ignored but talked through. Now I'm here and I don't know the way forward. So should she leave him? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Even if he wasn't cheating, which I strongly believe that he is, even if he wasn't cheating, his response to me is enough to know that this is not going to be a good long-term partner. He did something that sparked a feeling of distrust within him. You saw a toenail in his place that doesn't belong to him. As dumb as that sounds, it's a simple question to answer. The information that you want is not crazy information to want. Like, he's clearly cheating. Like, and then you're acting cold towards me. You're ignoring me for the whole day. Like, I did something. I didn't do anything. Why is there a toenail? Why is there a card from a girl in your wallet? Of course you should leave him. Okay, this is on relationship advice, and this was posted 3 years ago, so it's vintage. The title says, I love him, but I want to leave him. It says, I'm deeply, madly, and unconditionally in love with my boyfriend. I love him when he's angry, when he's sad, and when he's cocky. I love him unconditionally. That's crazy. Seeing people like men this much is so insane to me. He's the person I go for everything. He's my rock, my backbone, everything I could ever want, but I want to leave him. Him and I are almost polar opposites. I strive to be a happy person, and I fight for my happiness and for sunshine and daisies, but he's always angry. Since being together, every day he's at work is a bad day. Every game he plays is shit, and his opponents deserve to die or become ill. He doesn't know anything about serenity, and when he's angry, all he does is yell at me. Red flag. I have a thing about yelling. You can't raise your voice at me. Like, the way I will immediately shut down and just stop talking forever. Like, your voice can only go like maybe an octave higher. And when he's angry, all he does is yell at me regardless of who/what his issue lies within. So he yells at you even when it's not your fault? Please. I can't stay in a relationship like this. I want to be his partner more than anything. Someone who can be there for him and someone who can bring him some light in his life. He doesn't want to do anything about it. It's to the point where he's pessimistic about being optimistic. I can't handle it anymore. When I try to give him resolutions or communicate, he just sees it as a personal attack. I've been let down so many times by his rude remarks, his verbal violence, and his defensive anger. He's not a bad guy. He has a genuine kind soul. It's just very ravaged by the people around him and the traumas he's faced, as well as the stress he brings upon himself. I understand him as a human and I love him regardless, but I love myself too, and I'm not about to give up my sunshine and daisies to be with a pessimist. Don't give up your sunshines and daisies. I guess the advice that I'm looking for is literally the title of this post. How do I leave someone I love? When you love yourself, you won't ask yourself questions like this. You actually won't. She also said in the beginning that he's her rock and everything she could ever want. That statement is not true, because if he was, you would not be on Reddit asking for advice on how to leave someone you love. If he's everything you ever want, he would not be yelling at you. He would not be projecting his anger onto you. He would not be doing any of those things, but he is. This may be the biggest stretch, but to me, if a grown man is comfortable enough to yell at you and be verbally abusive towards you, he's comfortable enough to put his hands on you. One good thing that I notice is that she's aware of the problem, and she, regardless of how much love, of how much unconditional love she has for him, she's willing to walk away and she's considering that option. I think she should follow through. I think she should leave expeditiously, actually. Let him be angry at himself. If you're telling someone that's supposed to be the love of your life, that you don't want to be yelled at, and this is something that he consistently does, that just shows me that this is not even him sacrificing good traits. He's not even willing to let go and heal and change for you to feel comfortable and secure in this relationship. And something about that just really, I don't know, it really makes me uneasy. This is the last story since it's officially dark. This one is really short and it was posted on the Woman Loving Woman Reddit thread. So the title says, "Should I give my girlfriend another chance? My 23 female girlfriend, 25 female, met on a dating app a few months ago, and she recently asked me to be her girlfriend. I would be her first girlfriend and things were going well. However, I found out she was still on the app 2 weeks after she asked to make it official, and I found out she was flirting with another woman on the app and entertaining meetup plans with one of them. She told me about the one texting her and told me she blocked her, but I found out that the exchange was not innocent. She went as far as creating fake messages between them, and I found out about it after the situation blew over." Oh my days. "Between lying about being on the app and heavily flirting with the lady in question, I recently wanted to give her grace since she keeps promising not to do anything of the sorts again. I'm not sure if she just regrets getting caught or if she feels remorseful. I want to give her another chance, but I feel resentful. I lashed out a couple times and I feel awful letting my anger get the best of me because she still wants to stay. I want to believe she will actually change, but I want to be realistic with myself and the ability to forgive if I choose to stay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Any advice from anyone's experience will help." Leave. We need to be stricter. She just proved that she's a liar a few months into this. You don't even know her. You don't even know her like that. From what you've seen is that she's a liar. There's no going back from that. I don't know if I missed anything. It sounds like the only reason you're aware of this situation is you had to get that information out of her. She didn't even confess this information. She didn't even volunteer this information, which is already a red flag. This is a form of betrayal. You know what I mean? To me, I just think okay, yes, you can give them another chance and they rectify it by being more trustworthy. But then I think about what if they do it again? Or what if they do something worse? Then whose fault is it? It'll be nobody's fault but myself. It won't even be their fault because they already showed and proved themselves from day one that they're a liar and that they're a cheater, basically. Imagine I take you back and you do that again. I'll only be able to be angry at myself. The breakups that were really difficult for me to get over, speaking from my experience, the breakups that I wasn't able to get over were the ones where I intentionally ignored the biggest red flag. Being able to forgive yourself when you've made a severe lapse of judgment, oh, it's pain. It's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I think staying and rekindling connections that have done you wrong is honestly moving in desperation. I think to me, it's you're operating in you're operating in a state of lack, and I hate that for you. And I really do hate that for you, because you deserve better. You actually deserve better. Thinking you should just stay in this is telling God that this is the best I can do. A liar. One thing I encourage people to ask themselves is, when your partner, male or female, does something that loses your trust or something questionable, you guys need to start asking yourself, is this how I want my love story to be? Is this a love story you want to tell your kids? That's what I think about. I can't believe it got this dark. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media accounts. They're linked down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.